The air you breathe is heavy with a lie. From the moment you opened your eyes to the world, you were handed a script written by people who were afraid to dream. They told you that wealth is a matter of luck, that money is the root of all evil, and that the lucky few were simply born under a different set of stars. But I am here to tell you that the stars have nothing to do with it. There is a secret, a hidden frequency, a psychological architecture that governs the flow of every dollar on this planet. And it is not buried in a bank vault or a stock market algorithm. It is buried in the 3-pound universe behind your eyes. Look around you. Everything you see, the device in your hand, the car in the street, the skyscraper piercing the clouds, began as nothing more than a faint pulse of thought in the mind of a single human being. It was a ghost, a shadow, a fleeting what if. But that person didn't just think, they obsessed. They didn't just wish, they commanded. Napoleon Hill called it the definiteness of purpose, but today we call it the North Star. Most people are drifting. They are leaves in a storm, blown by the opinions of neighbors and the fear of the nightly news. They want money, but they lack the burning desire that transmutes a thought into its physical equivalent. If you want to unlock the vault, you must first understand that money is not earned by the sweat of your brow alone. It is attracted by the person you become. Think of Thomas Edison. 10,000 failures. 10,000 times the world laughed and told him to get a real job. But Edison wasn't looking for a light bulb with his eyes. He had already seen it with his soul. He had a contract with the universe that he refused to tear up. He understood that the secret to wealth is the ability to hold a single image in the mind until the physical world has no choice but to manifest it. You are currently operating on a frequency of lack. You wake up thinking about what you owe, what you can't afford, and why the system is rigged against you. By doing so, you are literally broadcasting a signal that repels the very thing you claim to want. The universe does not give you what you want, it gives you what you are. If you are a person of average thoughts, you will receive an average paycheck. If you are a person of fear, you will receive the crumbs of those who are bold. To change the bank account, you must first change the identity. You must move from the spectator stands to the arena. You must stop being a consumer of other people's dreams and start being the architect of your own. This is not positive thinking fluff. This is the cold, hard physics of success. Every great fortune in history started with a mental blueprint, so detailed, so intense, and so vivid that the physical construction was merely a formality. But here is the friction. The world is designed to keep you small. Your social circle, your upbringing, the very education system you endured, they were all designed to create reliable employees, not visionary masters. They taught you to trade your most precious asset, your time, for a flat fee. They taught you to wait for permission. But the secret no one tells you about money is that permission is a myth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you a crown. You must crown yourself in the silence of your own mind long before the world ever sees the gold. You must develop what Hill called an obsession. Not a mild interest, not a "I'll try it out." An obsession. When Andrew Carnegie sat down with a young Hill, he didn't ask him if he wanted to be successful. He gave him 60 seconds to decide if he would commit his entire life to a single task. Wealth requires a level of decisiveness that feels violent to the average person. It requires you to say no to 1,000 distractions so you can say yes to one great vision. Most people fail because they are drifters. They have 100 ideas and 0 execution. They have 1,000 wishes and not one single command. You must realize that your mind is a garden. If you do not plant the seeds of wealth, weeds of poverty will grow by default. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you aren't consciously saturating your subconscious with the image of your success, the environment will saturate it with the image of your failure. You must become a gatekeeper of your own consciousness. You must stop listening to the poverty consciousness of those who have given up on life. You must stop looking at your current circumstances as reality. Your current circumstances are merely the echo of your past thoughts. If you want a different echo, you have to change the shout. This is the alchemy of the soul, the transmutation of an intangible impulse of thought into the cold, hard currency of the realm. It happened for Henry Ford when he dreamed of a carriage without a horse. It happened for Abraham Lincoln when he saw a nation unified while others saw only blood and soil. And it is happening right now, in this very moment for you, if you are willing to let go of the man you were to become the man you are meant to be. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be is not made of wood or stone. It is made of applied faith. Faith is not a religious hope. Faith is the state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. It is the ability to see the harvest while you are still holding the seed. Most people wait to see the money before they feel the wealth. That is why they never see the money. You must feel the weight of the gold in your hands now. You must smell the leather of the life you desire now. You must walk with the posture of a victor while you are still in the trenches. This is the ghost wealth that precedes the physical reality. But do not mistake vision for daydreaming. The secret to money is that it is a reward for service rendered. The something-for-nothing delusion is the graveyard of the soul. Money is simply a medium of exchange for value. If you want more money, you must become more valuable. You must provide a service, a product, or an idea that solves a problem for a world that is starving for solutions. You must go the extra mile. Most people do exactly what they are paid for, and not a penny's worth more. That is why they stay exactly where they are. The secret to wealth is to always provide more value than you receive in payment. By doing so, you trigger a law of compensation that the universe is bound to honor. You are creating a vacuum that the universe must fill with abundance. When you do more than you are paid for, you are essentially overpaying the universe, and the universe always pays its debts with interest. Think of the giants. They didn't build empires by asking, "What can I get?" They built empires by asking, "What can I give, and how can I give it to more people?" Wealth is the shadow cast by your service. If the shadow is small, it is because your service is small. If the shadow is non-existent, it is because you are focused on your own needs rather than the needs of the world. To step into this power, you must master the art of auto-suggestion. You are constantly talking to yourself, but what are you saying? Are you telling yourself that times are tough? That the market is crashing? That you aren't smart enough or connected enough? Every word you speak is a brick in the wall of your destiny. You must begin to whisper to your subconscious with the authority of a general. You must tell your heart that you are a magnet for opportunity. You must tell your blood that it carries the DNA of a conqueror. You must repeat your definite chief aim until it becomes as much a part of you as your own name. This is where the mastermind comes into play. No great achievement was ever reached in total isolation. You need the psychic energy of others who are vibrating on your level. When two minds come together, a third invisible, intangible force is created. A third mind that has access to ideas and solutions you could never find alone. If you are the smartest person in your room, you are in the wrong room. If your friends are complaining about their bosses while you are trying to build an empire, they are anchors on your soul. You must surround yourself with the electric few, those who challenge your limits and expand.